Hello, I'm Steve Brissett with Brissett Consulting. What we do at Brissett Consulting is work SEO for local businesses. So we help businesses generate more income, more customers through their websites by getting them up higher in the search engine rankings. And I'd like to take a few minutes today to talk to you about your websites. I actually see that you have two websites, one for Fredericksburg, one for King George. I'm based in Fredericksburg, so I found your Fredericksburg website first. So I'm going to take a look at the two sites and talk to you about what you have on them. Here in front of me I have the Fredericksburg website, and the first thing I want to talk to you about is getting you ranked up in searches so people can find your website. There are four aspects of this that you need to work on to get those rankings up. The first one being content. You look at this website, you get 6 pages of content being indexed by Google on this website. It's not a lot of content. You really want to have a lot more. The example I like to use is Wikipedia. If you do a search on Wikipedia for just about anything, they usually come up near the top of the search rankings, either 1 or 2 or somewhere really close to the top. The reason they are so high up is because when you go to their website, you're going to find on whatever subject you looked up, they have tons of content. The page is typically very long, very in-depth, going through all the different aspects of that topic. That's the type of an example you want to use in your website. You want to have a lot of information there so that when the search engines are looking for roofing, they can look at your website and go, wow, these guys got lots of in-depth information about roofing. These guys are an authority site. We've got to put them towards the top of our search rankings. So that's the first thing you got to do. And looking at the fact you have two websites here, here's your King George one, which according to this tool up here, this is the older one. So I noticed that there was some similarities in your content between the two sites. So I went to this plagiarism tool that checks out websites. So I put in here in the search your website for Fredericksburg, and the first one that came up on the list is your website for King George. So let's take a look at the results. It says there's 95% matching between the two websites. So apparently the person that created this website duplicated the content from your King George website onto your Fredericksburg website. That's, I'm assuming, how it happened. This is not a good thing for the search engines. Google and the other search engines look for original content that is not duplicated anywhere else. So this is actually hurting your rankings for your Fredericksburg search, for your Fredericksburg website. This is hurting your website from getting more traffic. Your King George website is not hurt by this. Your King George website is the original. Google and the search engines know that it was the original for this content, and it's not hurting that website. If you look at your rankings, you will see that it's not being hurt by it. Here's the rankings for King George. You're up here in the Google Places, and you actually got several listings down through here. King George would be an easier place to rank, but at the same time, you're not being penalized for that duplicate content on your King George website. On your Fredericksburg website, you see here on the rankings, you're not anywhere on the first page. And I would say a big part of that is the fact that you're being penalized for that duplicate content. So if you improve that website by just putting new content on there that is unique to that website and not found anywhere else, so don't copy it from any other website, you will improve the rankings of that website. Now the second thing they look at when looking at the rankings is where is the website listed? What other places do you have website listings? And that is really important for this Google Places. As you saw in your King George one, you have a King George listing in the Google Places, and then you have your website down below, so you can get yourself on the first page twice. I see you have a Google Plus page for your Fredericksburg site. This page is good, but it needs to be a little better. The description here is what I usually say is the most important part, and you have that. You have the good description, is pretty good length. You could make it longer, it probably would help. You need a few photos, maybe get a review on here, a few more followers, picture up here, replace this generic one with a real picture, and you'll improve this website. I think probably what's really holding you back is that copied content. Here's the other aspect is the second factor in getting ranked is how many people are seeing your website. And if you look here, you're actually not doing bad here either. You get 107 business listings for your website. If you compare it to your competitors, you're actually higher than the next person up there. So based on your listings and on your Google Plus site, you should be doing well. Again, it's probably that copied content that's holding you back from getting listed. The third thing that they look at is social media. So your Google Plus, your Facebook, and Twitter, and all the other social media out there is, do you have an account, which you do here, but there's no real postings on here, there's no reviews. There is actually a couple postings on here. They do need to be a little more frequent than that. But yeah, frequently update the postings, get people to like, share them, get more followers. That type of activity will improve your rankings as well. And then the fourth item that they look at in rankings is how many websites link to your page. When I did your Fredericksburg one, shows there's no one linking to to your Fredericksburg page. This is going to hurt your rankings because each link to your page is considered by the search engines to be a vote of confidence for your page, a vote saying that your page has authority and that it is a good website to check out for this particular topic. So right now you don't have any of those votes for your Fredericksburg website. If you look at your King George website, you have a few, not many. For King George, there's not a lot of competition in King George, so you don't need a whole lot to be able to get yourself ranked. So you are ranked highly with just a few links. Fredericksburg is going to be more competitive. You're going to need more links than this in Fredericksburg, and right now you don't have any on that website, so that's another area you can look at improving your website. So the big thing for your website right now is getting that copied content off there and putting original content. And then probably the second thing you're going to want to do is improve your Google Plus page and then increase the number of links on your page. And those things will get you your ranking on your Fredericksburg page, similar to what you have on your King George. I hope those things help you out. If you need any help with them, give me a call. I'm Steve Brissett at 540-538-1203. Have a great day.